One, we're live. There, going green. Sound is coming through, so you can hear me, which means I can hear you, my lovely wife.
Hi, I can't see you though.
You can't see me? Oh.
No, I don't know if it's because I'm sharing stream.
Well, I can always go and just run into your room every once in a while. But hi to everyone out there. I am Flintworth, and I'm here with Jade Rightwind, present in the other room,
Hello.
manning her lovely tablet.
I'm in the other room.
Yeah, as we give a stab at trying out a new show today with delightful drawings, which all credit goes to you, my dear, in the creation of that title. I mean,
Oh, well, thank you, I guess. I'm just on camera for a little bit, but when I start drawing, I'm gonna turn my camera off. Because I'm just gonna be like this the whole time. It's not not very interesting to be looking at me. You're supposed to be looking at the art. So after our intro, I'm turning the camera off, but I can turn it back on at particular points if you'd like.
if you want, because I'm like manning the control boards on my side, switching between who's talking, where the focus should be. So, like right now, I can show the art that you're planning to work on today, which I'm excited to talk about in a few. I can go and switch back to your lovely face.
Okay, so you want me to keep my camera on the whole time?
You don't have to if you don't want to. So, you can let me
Okay.
turn it off, and I can always switch to when you want to turn
Sure.
it back on.
Okay, all right,
So,
sounds good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
without any further ado, to get the hang of this show here, what are you working on today? I love this goober already.
This is a piece I'm working on my My Hero Academia Pokemon crossover series. I've done a few pieces already. Probably should have queued those up. Let me see if I could pull some of them up that I've already
Take
done.
some time. Take some time. This
Uh,
whole show is meant to show off you and your
you
gorgeous
might
art.
you might be able to see some of these as I'm pulling them forward.
And
Uh,
we got our first guest. Hello there, Tara Green.
Hello, hi Tara. I know you. Welcome to stream. I'm just gathering my things here. I've been working on for conventions, and also because it was just fun. I've been working on My Hero Academia Pokemon crossover series. I've done 9 so far, and I'm trying to do 3 more before March. So the ones I've done so far, as you could probably see on the screen, I've got Uraraka and Ralts. And actually, I can't see my stream screen, so tell me if I'm moving too fast and you need to go back to
you're
something.
fine. We see Uraraka and Ralts.
Okay, great, because it said they've paused my preview, so I don't know what you guys are seeing. I'm just hoping you're seeing the right thing. So this is my Uraraka and Ralts that I did. I also did Suyu and Froakie. I know Suyu is one of your favorites.
Yes, long may she reign.
This one is a very popular one that I did, Todoroki with 2 Vulpix, one of each kind. Let's see, Midoriya with Eevee, which makes more and more sense as time goes on. Mimikyu with Toga. These are not quite labeled. If people are commenting, I also can't see. Unfortunately, I'm relying on Flint to man the chat.
Yep, and I was going to finish to read off some of the comments Tara is saying, outside of basically being, Ochaka with my baby routes, and a very all caps, yes.
Tara is a very gremlin sort of person. I love her for it.
Same.
This is Fumikage with a Murkrow. It was kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And this is one of the more recent ones I've done. Dobby with a Litwick. Dobby was done by popular request. Originally, I was just going to do the students, but you were like, you have to do Toga, and so I did Toga. And then a lot of other people at the convention said, well, where is Dobby? And I'm like, Dobby's not a student. Well, okay, I'll do Dobby. He's got hero stuff.
People are just so in love with the villains. It's
people do. I know people are really into villains. And I mean, power to them for it, I guess. But it's very predictable for me. It's like, okay, whichever villain character there is, I have to. They're going to be the popular one. And of course, this is probably one of the most popular ones. Is Bakugo with Cyndaquil.
Yes. I
I had fun with this.
It shows. It so
Okay.
shows. Like I don't know the number of times I've gotten the chance to sell that piece using my favorite, factoid of,
Huh.
he may hate it now, but when that thing fully evolves, that is going to be totally renamed to Murder Death Typhlosion.
Yeah, it totally is.
Hi,
So yeah,
MD.
and then
Welcome. I
hi, welcome to
informed
stream.
the people,
Uh,
Riss.
Riss has informed the people. Thank you, Riss. Welcome to
Uh,
stream, and King and Riss, and whoever else has stepped in.
we
I'm
also
relying
got
on.
a Luna
Yes.
Maress is hello.
Hello there. You said Luna. What? Sorry,
Luna Lemurs. Sorry. I can't tell if there's only.
Luna Lemiz.
Well, it's LUNALEMURES.
Luna Merez.
It's
Okay,
Mochi.
I
Mochi.
can't. It's Mochi. Hi,
Mochi. They
Everyone's
sent a
tuning
smiley
in.
face.
You guys aren't you guys busy with other things right now? I was just not that I'm glad you're here, but also I was like, wait, hold on. I got you guys were about to be pretty busy with stuff.
Tara's asking,
Um,
how long do people ask for Shiggy? They have, and I've given her so
my
many
God.
ideas.
Listen, Shigarake. Okay, listen, Shigarake is also on the list of this batch of 3 that I'm doing. I'm doing Denki with a Joltik. Shigarake is gonna have a Yampert. And then who is the other person?
I'm so happy they're using the Lamper.
Dang it. Mina, I think, was the next person, but I can't decide if I was gonna give her a Gumi or a Venonat. I'm still thinking on that one. So I'm putting her at the end of the 3 so I can decide before I have to make her.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be
So those
biased, I keep pushing to have it be Venonat only because of our friend Natty, and they would love that. They would love that.
I know, but I'm also thinking about, like, the characters' powers and their personality and, like, what they go through and their story when I'm making these picks. So I gotta think about it for sure. But anyway, today we're doing Denki and Joltik.
Yes.
I've already done the sketch. I actually just did the sketch today. And I'm close to, I think I'm at the point where I'm going to start doing lining and coloring and then some shading work, etc. So you're going to get to see some of that today.
I've been so looking forward to the start of this show. While you get focused on your stuff, a few things people here writing is that we have Tara saying, Mochi is saying they're never too busy for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
And Tara saying that Mina with a Gumi would be so cute. And yes, Mochi, you got your name all fixed up there.
So now I'm just gonna be. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna try to do this every other month. I think, is that right?
Yeah,
That's the plan.
That is indeed the plan. I'm hoping to kind of give a chance to really show off more of your art, your process, and just because for a guy who can't draw anything better than a few stick figures, watching this happen in front of me is, pardon my French, fudging fucking awesome.
Well, you used fudge and fuck, I see.
Yeah, well,
both of those things.
I know. I mean, I watched the Christmas Story last night, and I just had to get a little bit of the spirit there. Tara's delighted that you're drawing their beautiful son.
This is your son?
Yeah, because it's their son.
I'm so glad I get to draw your son today. That's great. I'm my tablet's over here, and the camera's over here. So I'm sorry. I'm just like looking
That's
this
fine.
way when I'm responding.
I'm on the control board, making sure you look good.
Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, I also feel bad because it's like when I try to talk to people, I try to look at the camera usually for streams. And I can't today because I'm looking at my my tablet. So this is all new for me doing this.
Oh yeah, There's going to be a lot of learning process on both our ends as I get used to switching the canvas around. Because when we had a cancel a few weeks ago, I spent the entire night redoing all of my shortcuts and hotkeys to better prep for this very show.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Okay, let's see.
Tara's saying Denki was their main in the My Hero fighting game.
Oh, really? Wait, they had one of those? Of course they did.
I
Why
think
did
they've
I
had
not think
I think they've had a few of those, you know.
of
And I,
you?
for some reason, keep switching to you first. My apologies. I want you to look at my face as I
Switching to me,
talk.
I can't. Not. I mean, I wouldn't have known the difference until you said something because I can't see you. I can't see. This is so weird. Usually, I can see Flint. I'm right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a totally different room. Okay. All right. You'll see, as you can probably tell, there's a lot of futzing that goes on in this, where it's like I draw something and then I decide I don't like it and I erase it and I do. Um, it takes a while. I'm not used to. It's been a while since I've drawn in front of people.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I was gonna bring
so
that
pardon
up.
me as I work on that.
Otera is
And,
saying that they've had two, plus a battle royale game once upon a time.
Denki is super fun. I think he's a funny character. He's such a dork. Like he definitely contrasts with characters like Ida, for sure, who's very gung ho about everything, um, extremely studious. But Denki's like, I just want to chill, man, and do fun things, and I'm not working as hard as the other students. Um, but he's got a funny personality for sure. He's great. I really like the three Bakugo, Kirishima, and Denki are so funny together in my mind. Those three dudes. Uh,
Which, if you think about it, are like the perfect combo for one another. You got the explosive personality that is Bakugo. You have the the sturdiness of Kirishima to kind of like be the center of the little friend group. My gosh,
he really is the rock of that friend group for real. Pun completely
are those
intended.
three basically the id, the ego, and the super ego?
They're the three fucking stooges, is what they are. Um, I love them.
Yeah,
I mean
Tara.
that in the nicest way possible.
Tara is explaining that there is indeed, I'm not sure if you've heard me before, there are indeed two fighting games. And there's
Okay,
also a
okay,
Battle Royale game, which is still going on, and it's called My Hero
okay.
Ultra Rumble, which
Ultra
is
Rumble.
perfect. And once again, they're expressing their love for Baka Squad, their beloved.
Baka Squad. Baka Squad is so. I love that name for it. Is that the official name for those three when they're like
I
hanging out together? Is that what people,
I
the
hope
fans have
so. That'd
dubbed
be
it?
cool.
Baka
Yeah.
Squad. That's so great. I didn't realize that. Tara knows. Tara, you know that I'm becoming more active in the Yu Yu Hakusho fandom now. But I'm not usually active in online fandoms for series because of how busy I am, and also like it's just a new thing for me. I'm not. I just so it's great for me to find out like what other fans are doing, like what they're naming characters, how they're referring to characters. The Baka Squad is just
I gotta
whoever
get
came up with that.
all the fandom names. I did it again.
Yeah,
This is the button for me.
yeah.
That's Jade. Me, Jade. Me.
I don't know what's going on, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm probably being
You're
shunted back and forth. Who knows?
basically. Um, Tara writes in again. Honestly, that's fair. Fandom culture these days can be overwhelming. LMAO.
There's a lot of fandoms to keep track of. I think
Oh
that's
God,
the
yeah.
issue for me is that I just can't keep up with everything. Unfortunately, you'll also notice as I'm drawing this torso that it's just like a basic torso. That's because I have clothes I'm going to put on top of it later, so I'm not doing too many details, but I am putting in the base so that I know where the heck his body is. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
his
it's
hands.
funny if you think about it because usually, yes, I'm the one that tends to get like all the fandoms down and like all the ins and certain story beats. Like a lot of the suggestions in your art have come from me. Just basically, oh, like for instance, the toga. He's like, I told you to have Mimikyu dressed as Uraraka.
Oh, Mimikyu, yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to like lingo and like just like the thought process for people online, that you get that before I do. So it's like
I for
with
some reason I know the jargon really well of
exactly,
online spaces.
exactly. So
I'm
like through our
pretty
powers
versed.
combined, we are a hip.
We are one hip child. How do you do, fellow kids?
Yes.
I am in my 30s. Yeah. See, oop,
You don't look a day over 31.
Aw, thanks. I am definitely a day over 31, but thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see.
Evidently, the Baku squad refers mostly to Bakugo's friend group of Kirishima, Denki, Mina, and Shiro.
Mina and Shiro, yes, they're also involved in this, of course. Mina is another one on the list. So yeah, I feel bad that I haven't been able to get to these as quickly because there's so many characters that like hang out together that just haven't been able to be like paired together in these pieces of art because I've been so busy. But like, yeah, that's another reason why I'm getting Denki and Mina done with this next batch so that we can have them done. And so then people can say, hey, I can get the entire Baku squad with all their Pokemon. And you're like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn this down.
Which I think is a fantastic, both for like a collecting point of view, a fan point of view, and also, yes, to help us out, because you have this great deal going on usually when we sell these, and people, for instance, have a hard time ever not grabbing Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki. And hi, Baka. Speaking of the Baka squad.
Hi, Baka. Welcome to the stream. We're drawing today, and let's see. Oh, I need a reference here for his hair.
One day you all will get that Ohio Skitty Riz.
Skibidi Riz?
Skibidi Riz.
I am not going into any Skibidi toilet for that Ohio Skibidi Riz, though. I will tell you that much.
I feel like there's
that
a story
toilet demon
here.
Can stay where it is. You don't know what Skibidi toilet is? You know what? It's probably best that
I've heard about the toilet Skibidi and all that. I heard there's like a movie deal and everything so far, but I've not looked into what it is because I was scared to dive in deeper than the few clips I've seen on Google. Like,
honestly,
I mean, I think I use clips. I mean, like the word like picture clip, not video clip.
Clippity clap, picture clap.
Hey, Og. They're saying your lines are looking lovely.
Thank you. I thank you. I just Og got a chance to see the sketch earlier because I was lamenting to him that I have forgotten how to draw because my arm was hurt for 2 weeks, and I couldn't draw properly, and it was the worst. But now I can draw again, so it's great.
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
Baka's telling me. Okay, Baka is asking how goes it, and they see a Zappy Boy. You do indeed see a Denki Zappy Boy. And evidently, I also should be scared about the Skibidi toilet.
Yeah, Skibidi is a nightmare. Skibidi toilet is a nightmare thing. It's just, that's the way I know about it. Hold on. I'm starting to feel like maybe I didn't need to do that with his hair. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Nope, you know what? I'm just gonna do it the way I want to. I don't have to do it this way, but I'm going to. Trying to get this right.
Fix this right here and make sure you.
I don't know if this is technically correct. I don't think it is with his bangs, but different reference pictures have different emphasis on his bangs and how like pronounced they are. You know what? Maybe I will. It's definitely reading more of a James from Team Rocket vibe with the way that I'm doing it here. It's nothing. Nothing is wrong with James, but it kind of sticks more into his hair.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm just going to do this instead.
Okay.
It's fine because some of it will be covered later.
Well, maybe we should ask our resident Denki lover, Tara, how those bangs look.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back.
Are they up to snuff?
Bangs are up to snuff.
Yeah.
Another one is that a lot of different... This is the thing, like, you can look at screenshots for references, but depending on the studio that's doing it at the time, they each have kind of a different fingerprint of how they draw the character. And some of them decide to do his stripe differently, okay? Like, the stripe in his hair sometimes has 2 prongs, sometimes has 3. So it's like, what do you do? Like, what should I... Like, how many? Like, is the correct...
The expert is saying they look pretty good to them.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Oops. Hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of oops and then redoing a bit. Some of it is just sort of like, I also need to decide what I think looks cool based on what resources are available to me and just do that.
Consistency. What's that? Tara says.
Consistency? Who frickin' knows? Consistencer? I hardly know her.
I appreciate that James, and make it double. Quote in there.
God, and make it double. I should draw Jesse and James for real. They have such great hair.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that'd be
they
kind
really
of
do.
a fun April Fool's kind of thing if people wanted to do it. Once you get done with the rest of them, have like you have like the Pokemon crossing over with like the heroes. Now, who would like the Pokemon trainers cross over with back from the other side? Would you give them like superpowers?
Oh
Perhaps?
my God, I don't know. That's a good question, and I'm not sure like how to answer that.
Yeah. And yes,
You know what?
Baka, 90% of drawing is erasing.
It no, I mean a lot of it is going back and like adjusting. Yeah, and I didn't like that line. I say no as I continue to like go back and like redo lines.
Yeah,
Yeah, I he said, no, it isn't. As I like erase more things. Shit, shit. This I think does have a.
over there, dog.
Is that Tifa? Hi, Tifa. Is she eating something she
Is he-
shouldn't be?
Yeah, what did you?
What did she do?
What you doing? You're eating something.
What's the dog doing? What's the
You're
dog
smacking
doing?
something here. Come here.
Smack, smack, smack. What's the dog doing?
Well, whatever it is, it's gone now.
Uh-oh. I hope
Oh.
they're not gonna...
I was gonna say though, if it makes you feel any better there with the erasing, like there's very few professions where it's okay to hear the person say "oops," and
Yeah.
drawing is one of them.
Listen, like, this is why I love digital, is so it's so much easier to go back and make corrections. At a certain point, even with things like pencil and eraser, you start to impact the paper. Like, the paper starts to not be able to handle all your mistakes.
Yeah.
Digital is so forgiving. So, you know what? And I as I said, oops, again, because I did.
Oh my
thing.
god. Tara says, now I'm just thinking of Denki and Kiri doing the Team Rocket motto with Bakugo just angry yelling at the end as Meowth.
Oh my god, he would end up being Meowth and being so pissed about
Right?
it. Oh jeez, he would. Oh, poor guy. Oh my gosh. There we
Oops
go.
is
Okay.
definitely not something you want to hear a doctor say or a tattoo artist. Yes, agreed.
Though those are definitely things you don't want to hear them say.
Search it. Oops.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Lodom.
Hi, Loden. Welcome to stream. Sorry.
Let's see. They
You're
say
saying.
one of their friends recently picked up an ink and marker set, and he's so used to digital that he's apparently tried to two-finger touch the screen to undo something. Oh no, buddy.
Oh no, my god! And then smudged his ink. I bet probably.
Yeah. No, that's definitely an oops.
Oh jeez, yeah, that's an oops right there. But it's, I mean, yeah, I still sometimes draw on pencil and paper, but digital has definitely spoiled me rotten. Things that I do here. Now it's time to draw the clothes. So let's see, what did I have this at 50%?
Yes, please clothe the child.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about drawing is that whenever I draw something, I like to have the base. So, like, I drew his arms underneath.
Yeah.
And that's so that I could know how the clothes are gonna fold,
Mm-hmm.
like in his like arm. This isn't the armpit. What is this part of the arm called? Not the elbow. This, I don't know. The inside of his forearm. Okay, like there's wrinkles when you have clothes that are folding in a certain way. And
Unfortunately, we can't see your cursor at present.
oh, sorry. Here, I'll just this part.
Got it.
Right here.
Oh.
This thing, the weenus. I don't know, whatever it's called.
The anti-weenus, the inside. Yes.
The anti-weenus.
Yeah.
The inner weenus.
The inner
I don't know what the hell it is.
I'm just going to tell this quick story. I saw Mochi write in. You say digital is forgiving, but today I accidentally bucket filled around my line art on the line art layer and then saved and closed my work. Thankfully, I had a backup file, but if I didn't, oh my god.
That's true. Also, wrong layer is a thing where, you just draw on the wrong layer and then it's just over for you because you've been drawing on the wrong layer for God knows how long. You like how I did all of that and then I erased it all? Yep.
Oh gosh, I'm loving these like suggestions. We have the with Taurus, the Venus pit, and it's and Mochi's saying
The
they're just
weenus pit. The weenus pit.
and Mochi's saying they're just called the inner elbow.
The inner elbow. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a medical name for it, but I sure don't know what that is. I'm not a doctor.
Yet.
Or a nurse, for that matter.
I mean, you have 2 degrees. You're just one step away from getting that doctorate.
Listen, no, I'm actually several steps away. First of all, I need a master's. I don't have a master's. Second of all, I need a PhD. Those are my 2 steps, probably. Yeah. There, I gave him a little chest for you guys. You're welcome, Tara. Specifically, Tara. Because I know you.
Og here, being all bold, is saying they have a sketch, then a cleaner sketch, and then they just paint over it all in one layer, like the mad lad that they are.
He is truly, his process is mad lad process. However, every artist has a different process, and I respect it. I have, as you could probably tell, I do have a process here where I do my sketch first, and then I have it on separate layers depending on like clothes or body parts, and then I line all that, and then after that you'll see that I merge my line layers, and then start doing coloring, and that will come hopefully soonish. I'm just trying to take a look at his jacket. What the hell is going on with your jacket, sir?
Bacchus.
What do we got?
Bacchus got like the inverted weenus.
Inverted? What the frick is the inverted weenus?
I don't know. Would they be basically weenus backwards? So, Sun Ew.
Sun Ew? Oh, God.
Odom looked it up. They say the scientific name is, that thing that's like your armpit, but at your elbow,
What? Oh, my God.
Yeah. And Tara is very happy about the titties for their son.
Titties for son. Yep, I had a feeling you'd be happy. Here, I'll give you deeper titties. Cleavage.
Okay. I think Makotochi's got the official medical terms here, and gosh, these sound like the names in Magic the Gathering cards. Your options are literally cubital fossa, anti-cubital fossa, chilidon, or chelidon.
I'm sorry, did you say chili dog?
What?
Did you say chili dog?
Sorry, did I?
You said?
Sorry, did I trigger the Sonic fan in you?
I heard chili dog, and I was like, what?
No, chelidon or inside of elbow.
Inside of elbow is probably the most easy to understand of those. Also, what the hell did I even do with this? No, hold on. You know what? This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Tara apparently sent you a beautiful piece involving layers. In your DMs.
I will have to look at it when I am able to peek into my DMs. Actually, I am on Discord.
Yeah,
what did you do?
Chili dogs.
Hide the sketch layer, and then it's like, oh yeah, everything this is basically the artist's digital life here. The sketch layer, Kronk. That's the only part of the line that you drew because you drew it on the wrong layer.
The real chili dog.
Okay, that's pretty much, I love wrong layer jokes. There's another one.
This would happen if you snuggle me.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
Deepa says, "Hoy back, guys." She's so thrilled to be on camera with Dad.
This is my favorite one. You must stop drawing. Why? You're on the wrong layer. That's my favorite one.
No.
Oh God. Anyway, there you go. There's some tasty drawing memes for you guys. You're welcome. How's Tifa doing? I can't see her. I can't see my girl.
She is thrilled to be puppeted and shoved on camera, like always.
I feel like that is not true.
Oh yes. Her tail nub is wagging a whole wag every hour.
That's not very many.
No, it's not. She's very upset.
Why is she so mad? Why you let her be so mad?
Because I stopped petting her to shove her on camera for internet points.
How could you do this? Internet points.
How could I? Like this. Come here, Tifa.
No, not again.
Tifa, look at the dog.
Oh, she is very cute, though.
I so rarely get to shove you on camera without enticing you with treats.
Yeah, she's adorable.
So, one
She
thing.
has been a menace lately, though.
Oh yeah. So one thing we've yet to discuss ever with any of your My Hero drawings is, in your opinion, how far do you think they would go in the Pokemon League? Like, how many
Uh,
gyms would they make it to the Elite Four?
what?
You know,
Huh? Oh, geez, I haven't thought that far ahead about them.
no, I just thought it'd be kind of a
Um,
fun discussion topic here.
I mean, I guess it, I just don't know because, I think obviously because you've got your main characters, Deku and Bakugo, they would probably go to the big leagues,
Yeah, load 'em. So
because
many
it's a
kids would die in the
shoujo.
mountain. Yes.
Oh my god, so it's terrible, terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not wrong, but it's terrible.
Todoroki, Deku, Bakugo would totally make it to the Elite Four.
Oh yeah.
Uraraka would probably stop, I think, at I forget her name. My gosh, it's been so long. But the is it the fourth gym? Is the grass gym
Yeah, I mean, you can
after
do four at four or it depends.
the
You're
one
supposed to do it fourth, but not everybody does.
like the one right after Lavender Town?
Erica?
Erica, yeah, her. I could see her being
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is my jam. I'm gonna hang out here."
So you're just hanging out at Erica's place?
Yeah, I mean the being the protector. I mean, she wants to be a rescue hero, and though it's kind of like a Pokemon rescue. I don't know.
That is truly, she is based for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely based for that.
Shiraki with a Krogunk. Yeah, Shigaraki is often contested one we've had in the past with a lot of people. I'm glad you're doing with the was it the Lampert, the
Yeah, Yampert.
Yampert, yeah,
Do you
the
guys
corgi.
know what Yampert is? Hold on. Some people might not know what a Yampert is.
I can bring that up.
Oh yeah, please do, because I was gonna bring it up, and I'm like, wait, I have you for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm here. I'm here to back you up.
Thank you. Oop, you know what? That's too much. Actually, I will turn this off so I can see it. Oh no.
Let's see. Yampert.
Why did I do it that way? I need to.
Yes,
Actually,
yes, Yampert, the corgi Pokemon. That's exactly what you're thinking of.
You know what? Maybe the problem is this line. No, that's also a problem. Still a problem.
Okay.
More of a problem. You know what? That's okay.
Yeah, Yampert makes more sense for redacted for spoilers.
Or redacted. Yeah. Makes sense for redacted. So I mean, I've been trying to, as much as I can, make pieces that are spoiler free. But with some of my Pokemon choices, there are spoilers involved.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the Toga Mimikyu one.
yeah. To be fair, the show has. Well, I know the manga has ended. I think the show has ended now, so it's like at least get to the point they're saying okay to kind of slowly leak out stuff out there, because at the point that if you are a fan, you will probably know by osmosis, kind of a deal.
I mean, I suppose.
Kind of like how it's hard to not know like Darth Vader is Luke's father.
How could you do that?
Sorry.
I can't believe you'd say a spoiler like that in open chat. What the hell is wrong with you, sir?
What isn't wrong with me?
How could you do this? I don't know. We'll have to find out later. Let's see. Well, you can't really see the lightning bolts very well on his shoulders.
That's fair, Baka. They said Krogunk because they both have spicy hands for their theming.
Spicy hands! Yeah! I just realized I need this back. Let's see.
I may be wrong here with if it's ended or not because I keep seeing clips of the animations I know from like the final arc, so I just presumed. But I want to get back.
Is it not over?
Apparently not, but which is cool because you want to get back into it.
Cool. There we go.
And it's occurred to me here, folks, that I did not give myself an option to show camera stuff. I'll have to make one now. I mean, I can show desktop stuff, so I can bring up images on the fly.
You should do that.
All right, I'm going to do that.
There we go.
Need to make a new scene.
I think that's all the lightning bolts. Oh wait, I almost forgot. He's got an earpiece in this version. This is his earlier costume, by the way. For those of you that are like, but he's got glasses now. I'm like, yeah, I know, but this is his earlier costume. And that's what we're going with because I tried to put everybody in their starter costumes and their starter Pokemon. That's another thing that I'm doing with this series is I'm trying to pick first evolutions for Pokemon and starter gear for the heroes because they're kids and they're in school and they're learning. So I wanted to give them a Pokemon that they can grow with. So a lot of people are like, oh, you should give them like a Charizard or, oh, you should give them this or that. I'm like, oh, I want the starter, even if it's like a weaker Pokemon, because they don't all start out like perfect. So is that going to be, yeah, hold on.
It looks so wonky on screen. There we go. And I'll just do that. And then
as I lean into an unseen reference to take a look. Oh, no.
But yeah, there's your boy, the dog, the Emperor. You know, those cute little adorableness.
He's cute. Adorbs.
Very.
I mean, that's the only reason. Like, it's not otherwise fitting as, like, a Pokemon type that he would battle with because of his skills, but it's more about his backstory, I guess, than about his skill set. So, yeah.
Because he's to the point, you know, it's like you could like compare Mewtwo or something kind of really scary looking, but that would kind of defeat the whole idea that this is like they start off with.
Yeah, they start with somebody, and I mean, all for the villains, like. It maybe doesn't apply as much. Like, if I was to do All Might, for instance, he's, like, near his prime, past his prime. So he would have a fully evolved Pokemon.
Yeah.
That would make more sense than, like, you know, Midoriya, who's just starting out. Shouldn't have, like, a Mewtwo or whatever, right? That would be weird. Now it's time to draw Joel back.
Yeah. People are curious, not a request, just curious. They're asking, of course, I start choking. Are you going to draw Aizawa eventually?
I think I will. I've been he's been requested a few times. The thing is that he's one of the teachers, so it's like, okay, I probably need to do a teacher series at some point. My goal was to do the students first, but I might have to branch off into the teachers at some point. The difficulty is with Aizawa, he's a teacher, so I have to give him a fully evolved Pokemon, right? Or something close to it. And part of the reason I wanted to do a series with the kids and their first form evolutions, because first form evolutions are usually small. You can usually hold them in your hands. You can usually like put them on your shoulders. Whereas some of the larger, the further evolutions are larger Pokemon. So I imagine that the series with the teachers would look a little bit different. I'd have full bodies rather than half bodies. Like right now I have Denki's just like a half body here. But I'd probably need to make full bodies and have like the Pokemon in the background because it might even be larger than the person. So if I do end up doing that, it'll be part probably of a different feeling series, I guess, because it will have to be a little different in the execution with the Pokemon involved. Does that kind of make sense? I hope it makes sense. Yeah. I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself, Jim?
I did. Sorry, I stopped so I could cough in peace.
You were coughing. I that's why I was like,
yeah.
I think you muted. Yeah.
But yeah, they're saying, well, Tara's saying at least that's fair, honestly.
It's not that I don't want to do it. I do eventually plan on on getting around to more of these because people seem to really like these takes that I'm making. So I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun with it, so I might as well, right? Just keep going and just add more as I can to the list and just make a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quickly becoming that artist that does the My Hero Pokemon mashups.
Yeah.
Somehow, which is like
Well,
a little wild.
it makes sense. That's kind of things have grown over the last year. When we started to do these cons, we had a few of these here and there, and then they suddenly started to work better all together in the front. And now we have people coming out of their way to not only buy your latest one, but also to straight up cosplay as them. Technically, like,
Oh my god, that was so wild that somebody did that. I almost couldn't believe it.
yeah. Do you want to tell the story or shall I?
No, go for it. I'm drawing. Go.
Okay, so at the last con, a pair of cosplayers came by dressed as Dabi and Bakugo, and naturally they had to go and buy her respective pieces of those too. Well, lo and behold, like a half hour ish or so later, the one with Bakugo came back with the Cyndaquil plushie, saying like, if we see one, we have to go back and say hi to Jade. And not only did they, come by like, look what I got, they posed with it to recreate your art, and then they eventually found one with Dobby's Litwick and came back, and it was just so goddamn precious. Even on the last day, they came by just to show us what they looked like out of costume.
They were really sweet.
Yeah.
They were so nice. I really liked them. That they made my day, especially since like at the time, and those of you who tuned into the last stream know that like my arm was in a lot of pain, and I got like a terrible allergic reaction to paint, and it caused me not to be able to move my arm, and I was just like struggling kind of. But people were so nice at the convention and so supportive of my art and being so just kind about it and happy with it that it just really kind of brightened my day, kind of made it worth the very long journey I had to make to be there.
Right.
It was very, very long, and it sometimes felt very. It felt difficult to be there because of the pain that I was in. Not that I wasn't like happy to be there. It's a great opportunity, and I love getting to meet people. But it definitely meeting people kind of helped keep me together for this craziness.
Yeah, there were so many great people there. Like, I imagine most of the people in our current, audience right here have heard the stories of the cards you got. But for those who weren't there to witness it,
yes, please tell that one too.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. So I left to go use the bathroom or something like that. And I came back. I just hear like Jade shouting like, "Jam, get out of here!" Like what? When I come in, like take a picture. Like what? Yeah, she's giving these to me, and I look over to see this girl dressed as Hawks, and I'm thinking, wait, are you getting like Hawks' wings? That's wild. I mean, I know you said a lot of like, no, what? And you point down to the set of playing cards of your favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character, Jin.
Yep.
That apparently they got a box of Yu Yu Hakusho playing cards, told their friends to put aside every single card of Jin, and then made it their mission to come to you the very next day to get them to you all for free. It was adorable. You were speechless.
Really,
you were crumpled on the ground.
I almost fell over. It was so nice. Actually, I have.
Yeah, show them off.
Hold on. Just a second. I'm gonna have to pivot because they are. Where are they? I have to stand up.
Yep,
Hold
I got
on. There's one. There's one, and there's one. Okay, I've got all four. I put them up. I am running out of desk space for all my Jin merchandise. I hate
you
to
really
say
are.
it like that. I need to. I don't want this to be the show where I show off all my Jin merchandise like a crazy person. You guys didn't come to see that.
You're not a crazy person. You're a fan.
Oh my gosh, no. I'll just show you the cards. So they came to me with these cards, holographic. I actually have this one. But now I have two, which is great, and it's shiny. I love it. And then these other three cards. And that was so nice of them. Tanner, wherever you are, thank you. You made my day. May you live forever. It was just so kind. And I mean, obviously, like they got they were talking about, oh yeah, I just, I wanted to get some Yu Yu Hakusho stuff, and I just went and I got like one of those boxes, and it had like 10 pulls, and it was $100. And I'm like, you see what? And they're like, yeah. And there was like, to my friends, oh, let's just set aside all the ones with the red hair. This is Jin. And I was like, I'm like, that could be like several characters. And they're like, oh yeah, I guess it could have been Kurama too. And I'm like, yeah, no, it could have been. But they, I mean, apparently they said that, and then people were like pulling Kurama, and they're like, you mean this? And she's like, no, not that one.
Yeah, and Baka makes the very valid point that we're talking about anime and cons. Perfect time to talk about Jin your cards, they say.
I mean, I suppose that's true. You're right. I guess, where are the other ones I haven't?
You have the rest now?
I mean, Baka brought it up, so here we go.
Might as well. Oh no.
Here's the thing. Okay, Jin is a minor character in Yu Yu Hakusho. He doesn't have a lot of merchandise. And I started collecting it really late in life. So I don't have a lot of the stuff. And it's okay. I think that's okay, frankly, because I'll just collect the stuff that I like. I don't need everything. But this is a card that I got online. I found this one. God, the lighting is so bad. There we go. He's like, why can't we see anything? There it is. It's hard to see. When I put it like this, it's like, oh, suddenly dim. Probably the lighting in this room. Here's another one. This one's a little shiny.
Oh, God. Am I really late in life now?
I mean, when Yu Yu Hakusho came out when I was a teenager, that was the time I should have been collecting stuff. Because now it's hard to find, or harder to find. I got a little sticker. And this is like, I'm never going to open it because I don't want to stick it on something and like be done with it. And it's also a collector's item, so why would I open it? Don't worry, there are more cards.
She also has a few drawings over there too. Baka is saying there's an art YouTube channel that they watch that has regularly brought up the Cats movie.
Cats! Oh my God, the Cats movie. Wait, are we talking? Oh God, the Cats movie. Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Yes, that Cats movie.
Here's another one that I have. Yeah, let's see. And then I think that's all the unique cards that I have. Like I said, I have 2 of the same of one. I recently picked up this button, which I like because it does like a fun color thing. It's like red and blue. And I love it when they do that with like colors of characters. And it also does harken to how Yu Yu Hakusho sometimes just changes its characters for mood more than actually sticks to a color palette, which is great. Tara knows what I'm talking about. I'll just say 2 words, rubber hiei. That'll be the way. Oh no, hold on. Oops, I accidentally took it off the stand.
But wait,
I got this Jin standee, which I have here. He's sitting on something. I don't know. I guess it's got a brick underneath.
Oh, the stand? You mean?
It's got the stand is like it's like a brick. And he's sitting. So I guess if you look at it from a certain angle, he's like sitting.
Yeah.
Somehow, but the angle is weird. Okay, back. All right. I promise I will work on Denki in a moment. What else am I missing? Oh, I recently got from Ami Ami. I got this luggage tag, supposedly, or like a luggage bag tag, and it's got like it's squishy. And it's just got Sleepy Jin on it. I missed out on the Sleepy Jin. They had a standee. They had other kinds of things, and I missed out on that. But I got the luggage tag at least. So I was like, phew, it's a cute design for him that they did.
Yeah, Tara is gushing over your various
Oh my God,
stuff.
Thank you.
And also, if you ever come visit us at any of these cons or booths,
yes.
and you want to see Jade turn a shade of like apple red, bring her gifts bearing her boy.
You don't have to do that. There's not a lot of merchandise for him anyway. You don't have to do that.
Well, I know they don't have to, but if you want to go see her shades, or just speaking a very bad Irish accent, that also gets her too.
I will punch you. I will punch you from this room.
That'd be
out
impressive.
Of the window. I will do it. Anyway, there's more. I got this really nice artboard of him. It's like this one I have to hang. But like this is really cool. This is probably the largest piece of Jin merchandise that I actually own. And I'm surprised. I didn't think it was this big when I bought it, and I'm like, oh wow! I was like, this is cheap. It's probably just like a postcard. It's like a print. It's basically, but it's like on a piece of cardboard. So it's
Did you
really
just knock on your boy's face?
sorry. I was trying to make a point about the cardboard. Sorry.
Oi, lass, watch me gob.
I will knock you into Sunday. All right, next, last. This is also like a piece of like kind of hard cardboard paper. I think I don't know what to call this, but this was a cute design. They've done a few different pieces of merch with this design on it, and there's like an accompanying Toya design as well. But I just mentioned one. I like Toya, but also like I
You like
Jin more.
Toya, but you love Jin.
Jin is my favorite. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I know a lot of people put them together and they like have to have both of them at the same time. I'm like, yeah, sure. I just shoved to the side. No, I think Toya's cool too, but like, I only have so much room for merch. Yeah.
Okay.
What's so funny?
Tara writes in, well, first of all, they say, all I'm saying is, I try to go to Techo in Pittsburgh every year if y'all ever get a booth there. Eyes emoji.
Pittsburgh!
Yeah. And they also wrote, Oi, lass, careful with me merchandise, will ye?
I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye.
No, come back! No!
Stop it! Stop it! I'm trying to draw with a straight face. Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know if I'm doing the lightning right. Whatever, man.
MD also
lightning,
did point out earlier that there wasn't a whole lot when they were little either.
I guess maybe they're making it now. I don't know. Like, I feel like there used to be more.
If a series goes on long enough, at some point, everything and anything in it will get merchandise.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, we've reached the point where I'm done making line art. Ooh. Yay! You know what this means? I get to erase stuff.
Woo!
So what I do now, I'm gonna save real quick. Is what I'm gonna do now. That's what I'm gonna do now is save.
Remember, kids,
my brain is rebooting. I'm sorry, my brain is.
Do any kind of form of art or anything digital. It's always important to save every hour. No, every like maybe half hour. To be safe, maybe 15 minutes.
I'm sorry. No, you should be saving.
It could be like maybe every 5 minutes. You know what? Just save after every stroke. Every
also,
second.
Stop it! Og, if you're out there, I'm sorry. I just did the thing that you asked me to do. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to this. So now it's time. Yeah, you should be saving frequently though when you make art. I try to save after like maybe every 5 minutes or so. I try to save, or just whenever I think of it, even if it was only like a few minutes since I last saved, save anyway, because you never know. Okay, so hold on. What I've been doing is I've been making a line copy of this group in case I mess up, so that I can go back if I messed up and just try again. But I'm going to erase the stuff that you won't be able to see that I used as like a base. So like his arm that I used to kind of guide where the heck I was putting his sleeve, I get to erase that now.
Like magic.
Sorry, Flint, please continue what you were saying.
What was it saying? I don't know. Was it anything interesting?
I don't know. I got distracted because stuff.
I was just making a joke about saving often. Baka writing in, ever have a character that you like the design, abilities, and intelligence of, but you loathe their beliefs?
That's a good question. I think for me, a character's personality and beliefs really weigh heavily into how I feel about that character's whole design. It's hard for me to separate the two. For me, I think that falls into like a lot of villains. Like I know there's a lot of people that really like villain characters. I'm not as much one of those people. So I mean, villains can look really cool. but I'm not super fond of them, I guess. I don't know. I don't like their beliefs. So for me, like maybe that's a bit of a cop out, but most villain characters do fall into that category for me because a lot of them do have really neat designs. But I don't agree with their philosophies. But they look really cool.
Yeah, I know for me, a lot of
Yeah.
the characters that kind of fall underneath that level are either animes I get into because of the fermented, like, oh, design abilities and intelligence, but then I watch it like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this character. But I know there's been plenty of, like, fan art, not fan art, fan fiction characters that, like, oh, I want to read this, give it a shot. I'm like, oh, I love the design and all that. The fan art's great. Oh my god, they're an insufferable little. Well, you take it. Like, it could be a broody knight. It could be just a know-it-all Mary Sue. Just the whole 9 yards. It could be just all kinds of just. Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a specific character I feel that way about, but it's difficult because I've gotten to this point in my life where it's like I appreciate a lot of characters for what they are, even if that means the insufferable villain character. It's like, yeah, you're doing your job. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So I appreciate that more, I guess, than I used to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Did I make his collar too tall?
No, it looks good.
I think I did.
I don't know. Let's see what the audience says.
I mean, I like it, but I think it's too tall.
I mean, it's kind of tall for my memory.
Yeah, no, his collar goes like mid neck.
Yeah. I love, by the way, that Baka writes in, yeah, Jetto fits that bill for me, and by extension, redacted. Do you realize how little, by extension, redacted narrows it down to characters out there?
I mean, it does, yeah.
Yeah, people are saying they like the color as is.
They do? Or maybe I'll keep it.
Yeah.
All right, then why shouldn't I keep it? Bilbo meme, why shouldn't I keep it? I'm only saying that because I'm going to have to adjust how his hair looks.
Yeah, because his collar's big to begin with.
Yeah, but it's not that big. Like,
I
the
mean,
reference I'm looking for, let me just...
The one off the wiki page has it going past his ears.
Oh, but I don't know if that's the same hero outfit, though, right?
I mean, it has the same kind of style I'm seeing so far.
Fair. Okay. No worries. I mean, it's also my art, so I can just do what I do.
Exactly.
Like,
it's your art. It's your interpretation. I mean, by extension, like, they don't have Pokemon.
That's true. They don't.
Sensui is cool by yelling at him, a historian.
Yeah, so then his hair would be behind the collar because of how big it is. Which is not how it normally is, but in this case it would because the collar is huge. I'm going to actually have to do that. I have to delete some of this. I mean erase.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I need to get into that because I've heard some good things about it. Also, I'm kind of bummed my currently favorite series is about to end.
Are you talking about Undead Unluck?
Yep. It's probably not.
Is it really? Am I missing it? Oh.
Yeah, it's probably its super climax chapter next week.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy it's at least getting to end its story instead of just being a hard cut off.
I suppose that's true because then you actually get like a solid end rather than having it dragged out or something.
Yeah.
All good stories have to come to an end. Sadly. I'm sorry to hear. Wait. Oops.
I'm just impressed though that the author has still found a way because you can tell a lot of this stuff's being rushed at the end, like setups, big, final enemies, just something like all being taken out one after the other. But he's doing it in ways that still match like the over the top combat choreography and stuff that's always been a staple of the Undead Unluck series.
Kind of like, yeah, it still manages to tick all the boxes. That's good.
Yep. Undead Unluck is ending in 1 week.
1 week? Oh my god! I haven't barely finished it. We just got Og into Undead Unluck. Sorry, Og. Sorry. No, don't worry. With how voraciously Og reads, I'm sure he can catch up with you.
Yeah.
If he is so inclined to do so, but he's also got a lot of work.
I guess it'll just give me more time to get caught up in One Piece. I've already made it.
Oh God, I'm
to
never gonna get
chapter 200
passed
something.
me already in One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Can you believe this shit, you guys? He's already gone past me in One Piece.
Hi,
I started
Chris.
before he did. Hi, Chris. Welcome to stream.
Yeah, Chris G. Buddy, Chris Glinsk.
Galinsk. Hello,
Yeah.
Galinsk.
How
are you doing?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
I was gonna say, because I'm sure if you're.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
He says, two of my favorite people in the world. We love you too, buddy.
Oh my gosh! Hi. Yes. I hear you're gonna be back in town.
Yeah, they moved to Washington recently.
I know. So
Og
far
says,
away.
I have a phone. I have bus rides.
Bus ride.
Caught up on One Piece. Nice joke. Well, I mean, there's like 1,400 chapters right now, and I got through like 200 in like 3 or 4 weeks. So I'll get there.
You'll get there. Oh, you know what? I just realized I can't do that. Wait, what the heck is that? What is that? What is that?
That dot?
Yeah, I just had to get. I just realized that if I did what I was going to do, I would have made a grave error that would have made my life a lot harder. So I'm going to do a fun digital trick. Don't mind. I'm going to make another layer.
I like your funny actions there, magic artist lady.
You'll see what I'm doing. It's just for future things.
Speaking of Undead Unluck, I need to double check into this, but I swear I heard that like Street Fighter was gonna get like Undead Unluck DLC.
That would be cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about the whole series is that like Undead Unluck has such potential. However, because of like the anime being on Hulu, the story's turning off with kind of that unfortunate shonen trend of having look at all this sexualized humor that goes away after the first arc, and yeah.
I wonder why they do that all the time. Like,
well, I'm still of the belief that it's like them trying to pander to, just teenagers. You gotta go and show them TNA to make sure they buy books. And okay, they're hooked. Cool. Let's get to the real story.
Do they feel like they have to do that in order to like get an anime off the ground? Is that necessary?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is that the right color? Is that the right color? Just like, hold on. I'm going to grab. Okay. Yep. I have a tiny Denki here, and this is mostly so that I can test. Did I get it? Oh, it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Chris. You put flesh on the hook to get people to bite, then the story is the hook itself. That's
okay.
A valid way to put it.
All right, I'm just going to delete him. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the color of the hair was supposed to be. I might need to do that again when I get the color of the skin. But yeah, I hate that that's how they have to do it, because I feel like a story should be compelling on its own merits without fan service required. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like, I can look beyond boba. Oh, no. The boba. Yeah, it seems like a lot of anime do that, though. Like, it's not just... like, Undead Unluck kind of did a little bit of that, just a teeny bit. There's a few other anime that have done that.
Yeah, it goes from like...
I want to say My Dress Up Darling did a lot of that at first, and then petered off of the fan service real fast.
Tara says, Beyond Boba? Is that what vegan boba is called?
Vegan? What is vegan boba?
I don't know.
Is that just like... is that like silicone? Is that silicone boba, like plastic surgery boba is vegan? Like, is that what that is?
Oh, no.
I don't think silicone is meat.
My boba was made of the finest assortment of beets, celery, and cabbage.
It's like pleather. It's pleather, but boobs.
Yeah. Chris, yes, that is true. I mean, there is a lot that actually uses as a part of their narrative, like Kill la Kill. But I think with even
Yeah.
Kill la Kill's defense, I think it's kind of helped get you through it. Is that yes, it starts off like TNA, but by the end, you get so desensitized to it because everyone's naked, like literally everyone.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that like people are naked, but it's actually part of the plot, like
Yeah.
that they're naked. Like there's a story reason they're naked. It's weird, but there's a story reason that they're naked.
Oh yeah. It has like some very underlying great tones about fascism and like the importance of like finding the human spirit and all that. Very typical, Studio Trigger kind of like tales. Oh.
It is also kind of like nakedness does serve to be like an equalizer almost.
Yeah.
Because so it anyway.
It's definitely one of those.
Sure people have
It's definitely one of those animes though that's like, no, seriously, Mom, Dad, you sit down and watch this because you'd be crying at the end over a piece of cloth. Please ignore the extensive, wedgie poles and bondage
and
going on.
that strange girl that like keeps being tossed around with croquettes.
Yeah.
Thinking of Mako right now.
Love that show.
Who's one of my favorite characters in that show, the comedy relief, of course. She is funny. I love her.
Yeah, but I think it's a good time for me to once again to pitch Undead Unluck. If you ever wanted to watch or read a story that basically gives you the experience of what. Let me roll back a little bit. If for those out there who played trading card games like Magic the Gathering, if you ever had those moments where someone goes in, pulls these three random, seemingly innocent like creatures out of the blue, and suddenly makes them into like a powerhouse of doom and death, like MacGyvering things together. Yeah, that's Undead Unluck to T. The main character's whole thing is that like he cannot die, so he has no regenerative powers like a Wolverine, except he uses the regenerative powers to fight. Like he controls cutting off his finger, regenerating to shoot bullets. He cuts off his torso to fly because from the blood.
You get kind of used to it. You almost speaking of desensitized, you get really desensitized to him like bisecting himself repeatedly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But it's just, and it uses like the limits of the powers to have like such unique ways to win fights. Like, oh, your power is that I miss whatever I shoot at. In that case, I'll shoot away from you so the bullets then start hitting you. Which is just love it.
Indeed. It's really good. And yeah, it's got some really cool fight scenes. But I do really like it for the story also.
Oh, yeah.
And the characters too are just so wonderful. They've got so many great characters.
And it kills me you'll never probably see part 2 animated, because if part 1 is supposed to be like the bad timeline, part 2 is like the best run good timeline. And it's so fucking good.
This is so good. There we go. Better. Trying to get these
And my apologies, Baka. I saw earlier mentioned Chainsaw Man. That I love dearly too. It's playing a card game. Who would do that? Clown face.
Who would play a card game?
I know they're just putting on like base colors, but right now Denki looks a bit like he's like covered in cheese.
He is covered in cheese. This is just the way.
Cheddar.
This is the way of the world. I gotta get the right color for Joltik. He's not the same yellow.
No.
It's slightly different. Although sometimes he is. So what the fuck? I'm just gonna make him a slightly different yellow so he stands out, because Denki's hair will swallow him whole otherwise. So yeah. Anyway,
Quirk, flavor blasted.
Quirk cheesed.
Oh god.
Nice. Flavor blast. My god, wouldn't that be such a fun quirk if like you worked in a kitchen, you could make something taste however you wanted it to?
Mm-hmm.
Man. People would line up to have anything you made that was flavor blasted. Line up the street. You'd be making so much money. You'd be so famous. You'd never be left alone.
No.
The downside would be you'd be covered in cheese constantly. Like, that would suck, probably.
I don't see the problem with that being a Wisconsin man.
Cheesy fingers. You can't like touch things because cheese.
Let's get gloves.
Gloves.
Build up the
The
cheese
inside of your
inside.
gloves. Yeah. it'll
Yeah,
be
people are
cheese on
saying
the-
like
cheese
downside.
on the inside. Cheese inside.
Downside? What downside? I
Downside
see nothing
is
but an
cheese.
upside here.
Cheese on the inside. Oh, that's maybe not quite right.
Oh, this looks so cute.
I'm
when it's done.
eyeballing this color.
Yeah, actually,
kind of
Chris,
a
I'm
gradient.
curious your take. I asked earlier because this whole series is based on My Hero students meeting up with Pokemon. How far do you see them going to the actual like classic Indigo League? Do you see obviously?
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, you probably have a better way of answering this than I do currently.
Yeah, because I think clearly like Deku, Bakugo would probably make it towards the end. I was gonna make the joke like Mineta probably would get caught by the Poke Catcher tutorial guy in like this in Viridian City. The one that cut the old man that stops you to show you how to catch Pokemon.
Mineta would get stuck with that guy, wouldn't he?
Hey there, you Deku, be sure to catch this here Pokemon over there. What do you mean? I'm a human boy. Oh, shut up. That's a strange artist. All right, here you go.
Oh my god. Good for
Officer
you.
Jenny arrests Mineta. No, I've it's taken a bit, but I think I've convinced Jade to do it with Mineta, provided that it's not Garbodor, a trash
Trubbish.
a Trubbish.
He'll if I ever do one of these with Mineta, he's just gonna be eaten by a Trubbish.
Yeah.
Like these are my feelings on Mineta, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like this
Yes.
is the way it will be. This is the way of things. This is how I feel about Mineta. I'm sorry everybody, but this is what you'll be getting. He'll definitely be one of the last ones that I do because I want to do the characters that actually I like. Mineta is one of those characters that I look at and I'm like, you do not need to exist. Like, I don't know why they decided to put you in here. Like, you are the worst character self-insert that's ever been created. Like,
I don't think
if
he's
you're
even supposed to be
trying-
self-insert. I think he's, if anything, is a reason for the author to make fun of people who clearly be perving over the other characters.
God, I hope that's what it is because he's so obnoxious and terrible. I hope it's a statement about like how like you
He
shouldn't
is-
do that bit.
Yeah, he's like the series punching bag, straight up.
Why do I feel like he looks like Bart Simpson right now because his skin is so yellow? God.
Eat my jolts!
Eat my dog. It's just so yellow. Oh my god, I have to do his skin.
Chris
too.
responded with I think it'd be a fucking nuts because there would be so many rules about how and if you could use your quirk with the Pokemon battle, and then it'd be really cool to have trainers either push into their type at zero power and power it, or get into types against their power for balance. That's fair. That is a whole new kind of combat system. And having played in a few like Pokemon D&D games before, I would play that kind of person. Like I played a Arnold Schwarzenegger spoof with a Charmander who was getting into the fight with Team Rocket, clearly punching the trainer while the Charmander was taking out the Pokemon. But for the sake of this conversation, I guess they have powers, but necessarily would use them in the battles. Because I'm curious to see like their aptitude in dealing with being trainers themselves.
I don't know. I had assumed that they would just fight together, or work together in some way, shape, or form, kind of like as heroes. So I wouldn't consider it like in the Pokemon world, but I would look at it as an extension of the My Hero world, in which heroes are assigned a companion to assist in their growth and their work. And so then they would be assigned that companion, and that companion would be specifically chosen to assist their specific power growth, and like that's why certain heroes get the Pokemon that they do. I don't know.
It's kind of like how we consider like Sabrina in the Pokemon verse. Clearly has some psychic superpowers, but she doesn't use them in her fights, at least not in the game.
That's true.
But I would love to see some straight up like awesome Poke hero fights, dude.
Poke hero?
Gotta
fight them all, I guess. Fight them all. Oh my god, is it already 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, time flies when you're drawing.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe this. I was just like, oh, I'm just
I'm
curious how
sure
long are they
Jenny
gonna
arrests
have
Minetta.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think you said that earlier, but yeah,
He did, yeah.
I feel like he's got to be arrested
See
in
you,
every
Chris.
town. Like, bye, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to
Love you
see you
too, bud.
soon in the new year. Yeah, want to try and see you in the new year when you come. Um, by the way, Flint, get on that. I tagged
Mm-hmm.
you in something, so get on that later. Okay,
The League
okay.
of Villainies says trans. League of Villains, okay.
The League of Villains. Yeah, would the League of Villains basically be like Team Rocket? In the Pokemon world, I guess.
Gosh, Giovanni with All for One, that'd be kind of terrifying.
Oh Jesus, yeah, it'd be scary.
One thought experiment
The
that I'm
thing is,
also. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, go on. No, no, continue.
I'll just say one thought experiment I've had with you a few times at cons is asking, you know, not that would see them be used as a Pokemon, but more so who would they be paired off with in like this art series. But Nezu, the principal, like, where do you all see like them in this whole grand scheme of things?
What is his? I don't remember what his quirk is.
Hyper intelligence. He is like the only animal like hero character.
Um.
The principal. Yeah.
Oh, he's an animal.
Yeah, he's clearly like a lab rat,
Oh,
lab mouse.
he'd probably be like one of the psychic Pokemon that can understand human speech. So like an Alakazam type,
Mm-hmm.
because Alakazam is supposed to have an IQ of like 3,000 or something crazy.
Yeah,
It can easily understand human speech and also like telepathy it into their brains.
yeah.
Um,
Could give him Alcazar. Yeah, big brain Pokemon. Yeah.
big brain, yeah, big brain
Nezu is
Pokemon.
a Mr. Mime.
That's
Yeah, I asked because I always thought it'd be kind of cute to see a piece of him having tea with Professor Oak.
Oh my gosh, that would be cool. Yeah, the two of them.
Yeah,
That would be cute.
the two like head honcho smarty smarts,
The smart ones.
the smart
Yeah.
ones.
Plus, it is sort of like because he's an animal. Should he have a Pokemon? Like, because he's an animal. Um, so that there is that. But like, there are like Mewtwo, for instance, has Pokemon. Even though he's a Pokemon, he ends up having Pokemon too. But he's also looked at as a villain, so it's like, okay, the rules are weird. Like,
More like a tragic kind
yeah,
of
that's fair.
anti-villain. Well, that's why when it comes to his kind of like pairing, I would see it more so as profession than the fact that he's a mouse. But because if you look at the fact that he's a mouse who talks, I could see him with like Meowth.
Yeah, but I still think if he's hyper intelligent, like really,
Alakazam,
really
yeah,
smart,
makes very sense.
Alakazam would probably be great. There's a couple other Pokemon that are really smart too that I can't think of off the top of my head, but that's definitely a contender.
Yeah, I bring this up because I know earlier on someone brought up Kirigiri. Uh, that would that's Shiraki's like caretaker, teleporter, gas mask, or literal gas flame boy. What did they say? Because they didn't want to find a lead into that. What was it?
Oh, when did I'm gonna get rid of that actually. It doesn't need it anymore. That was be silly. Gas mask?
Not gas mask. Like his whole power is he looks like a giant living shadow, but he helps teleport people around. Where is it?
There's definitely a couple ghost and psychic types that would fit, but I'm not sure which one. I mean, I can't be the only person who's like has ideas. Like everybody I encounter has some sort of fun idea for these guys. They do. And I'd love to hear everybody else's takes. Let me just. Is that too light? It might be a little bit. Yeah, I might have to go darker.
It's gonna bother me now. I have the whole chat log here and I can't find it.
Yeah. That.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll just.
There we go. Baka suggested with Kirigiri with a ghastly or a spirit tomb.
Spirit Tomb would be a great fit, I think, for that. Spirit Tomb is perfect. Their job is like teleportation and moving things around and just being hecka creepy. So I totally endorse that.
Yeah, they also suggested Altaria for spoilers redacted reasons.
Altaria for spoilers. Probably do that a little bit.
It is very spoilery.
Spoilers. Spoilers. Okay.
Hawks, I can't help but wonder. A lot of people keep mentioning, like, strong, powerful birds, which makes sense. But I still wonder if there's like a perfect, kind of more like a spy-esque Pokemon, because they do act as a spy in the series.
Like an intelligence gathering Pokemon?
Yeah.
Good question. You are now challenging my Pokemon knowledge, of which I have limited.
Tara's saying, I want to give Hawks a Decidueye?
Oh, Decidueye?
Decidueye.
Yes. That makes sense. Decidueye is the final evolution from the Alolan set of the grass-type Pokemon. Decidueye is a ghost grass.
Yeah, that'd
it's
be
that
perfect.
Archer Owl. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool guy. He's neat. I like it.
Endeavor is totally Charizard, personality-wise.
Endeavor.
Yeah.
He is.
To me, Endeavor is Charizard or that, or like Magmar.
Yeah, I see that too.
But Charizard, I think, would be better.
I see that for sure. Charizard, especially like angry Charizard, would be great.
All for One is, I think, could be a real toughie.
All for One? Ooh. There's a couple like Pokemon that have been created that are like villainous in the newer series, but I don't remember, like they're Ultra Beasts, I guess.
Deoxys I could see being a good one for
Deoxys, or Giratina. Literally Giratina, the darkness Pokemon.
The only reason I say like Deoxys because they can change forms.
That's true. They can change forms.
So there's different powers like Gensect. Yeah. Well, Gensect would probably be good for what's her name? The sniper anti-hero. It's gonna bother me now.
Think of the name.
Yeah, Gritania is the devil of Pokemon, so I mean, yeah.
Pokemon devil,
yes!
Yeah.
Lady Nagant. And I actually did see a cosplayer dressed as Lady Nagant. Is that how you say her name? Nagant.
Nagant?
It's named after the gun. Who I really want to see in the anime because I think she's voiced by one of my favorite voice actresses. Yeah, she is. Erica Lindbeck.
Erica does a lot.
She's gotten so much work lately. I'm so happy for her.
She does so much.
Yeah.
You know what's cool? What's cool about Denki that I just noticed? When he first starts out in the series, he just uses yellow lightning, but eventually he can use blue lightning.
Yep. Gotta show that power up somehow. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just checking that because I was trying to make sure I got the right color for the lightning. Please continue.
As I go and gush about my favorite voice actress, Erica Lindbeck, also known for playing so many popular characters lately, like Casey Cage in Mortal Kombat, Millie and Luna in the Hell of a Boss pilot, and now just Luna, who has been exploding in so many different roles lately.
Does Millie have a new voice actress?
Yeah, Millie got a new voice actress when the series...
I was like, why did they change?
Outside of the pilot, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm like, what? Why did they change? Well...
Yeah, I actually got to meet her. She's also Mordred in Fate. Oh, yes.
She's everything. You might as well assume Erica Lindbeck is in whatever it is.
Well, yeah, because, to make a long story short, I got to meet her when I went to go meet Erica Mendez, because I was being the Kill. And,
so many Ericas.
Yeah, and she just happened to be there. And just kind of, because they were talking about some other show they're both in. And lo and behold, like a year later, I got some more stuff that had her in it. It's just like, oh my gosh, she was fun in person. She's a great voice actress, and she inspired so much. She's actually how I got into D&D in a way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Huh.
my first character,
Okay.
Rita Lindbeck, is named after
Oh,
her and is partly based on a character she voiced in Tales of Berseria, that I played with Lodom actually. So yeah, very happy to see them doing so well, and now I want to watch Fate Apocrypha to hear
that's
her.
where the Lindbeck comes from. Okay. I was like, where did the Lindbeck come from for Rita? Okay.
Yeah,
Now I know.
yeah. Anyway, should we check back on the chat after gushing about my
Please check the
favorite
chat. I can't
character?
check the chat.
Okay,
I can't see anything.
it's
Ah.
okay. Yeah, Tara agrees with me saying the Lady Nagant being given in Gen Sect is perfect. Blue Lightning is Mountain Dew voltage, says Lodom.
Wonder voltage.
I can see Gentle Criminal with Cincino, CINCC. No, I don't.
Hey, Flint, are you writing these down for me? Please. Are you writing these down for me? So I can use
Yes,
them?
totally.
Please.
I'll just bring up the live feed later because it's all recorded.
Good,
Including the
because
chat.
I do actually take people's suggestions and I take them into consideration when I make my choices.
She really
I
do.
I do. I try to. I want to know what my audience wants as well. I mean, if I totally disagree with you, I might not. But like, yeah, no, I take suggestions into account for sure.
Ooh, Cincino. I might say that wrong. Cincino, the cute little fuzzy gray.
Oh, I know which
Squirrel?
what you were
Yeah.
talking about. I just can't remember how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce it either. Honestly, I've never heard the name said out loud, but I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like a fluffy rodent thing. Very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember how to say its name. It evolves and it has like 2 different evolutions. No, I'm thinking of a different fluffy rodent.
Yeah. And and yes, La Brava with a love disc would be perfect. And Jade does not know who those characters are yet, but I think they're gonna love them if I get them to watch that season. That's actually the season we left off on. They were just watching them, the heroes storm the mafia base to go save Emmy.
That's right. We're trying to save Emmy.
And yes, Tara has also met Erica Lindbeck and can confirm how wonderful they are. Such a nice gal. Hi, Taylor Paris. They say, and I quote, "Sup ya, NB pal, Taylor Paris is here. How y'all doing to
Hi there, Taylor. How are you doing? We are having fun on this drawing stream. I am drawing. It is me.
Thanks, Lodom.
What did Lodom say?
I'm not gonna. No. He's.
Oh, is he being silly?
He says he's writing them down. I've watched him this whole time. I've got your back, Flint.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
That's a good friend.
And Baka, please keep suggesting characters, regardless of whether Jay knows who they are or not.
Yeah, actually, hey, if you guys are gonna speculate, maybe speculate on some of the other students as well.
So the students,
because those
okay.
are the ones I definitely want to do. Are the students, by the way? Definitely trying to do those students. So, as cool as a lot of these characters are, like you're more likely to see the students coming up sooner. As opposed to some of these other guys.
All right, okay, fair enough. You weren't supposed to say the parentheses part, he says. I'm sorry. I had to read it out for the comedic effect.
Oh, what did you do something wrong?
Yeah, I read the quiet part out loud.
I do that all the time. Sorry.
Taylor's watching a lawyer react to Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney.
And us at the same time somehow.
Dude's getting mad during the first trial because Larry is stupid. That is his whole character. Let's see.
We're talking about Phoenix right now?
Yeah, well, that's what Taylor's doing on the side. Students, what has she not done so far? Okay. So let me...
A lot of students there. I still have a lot of students left to do.
The question is, will you also do 1B?
Maybe.
There's a few loved characters there. So let's see
Yeah, I
here.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, Mineta. Mineta, we've already discussed about being
Oh my God!
a
Of course,
trubbish.
Mineta comes up first. He's gonna be a trubbish. He's gonna be eaten by his trubbish. He's gonna be arrested by Nurse Jenny or Officer Jenny.
Yeah, for the whole
Mineta,
trubbish thing, I can't help.
we've got Mineta covered.
Yeah,
Go on,
yeah,
sorry.
good. They say in full caps. Yeah, trubbish either like chopping at his head, him kind of like screaming and running away, or nothing but as a trubbish with like his lone hand sticking out of it as he gets like swallowed whole. Have you done Ashido? Her Pokemon is a Pinky. Is a Pinky from Doom. Ashido from Doom. Pinky is a. You don't get Pokemon here, man.
Actual Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah, for Mina Ashido, we were discussing. You said either a Venonat,
Venonat or a Gumi,
yeah.
where my current waffling between these two, trying to figure out which one will work best.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring this up on this cam.
And this is, by the way, I've gotten to the point where I'm doing some shading. And for these, I just primarily do cell shading. It's at this point I'm so used to cell shading; it's the easiest thing for me to do, and it also pops really nicely. So it's fun to do cell shading. And kind of just.
Yeah, it's looking great so far.
Thank you. Make the design pop.
Yeah. But as for the ones she has not done yet, she doesn't have Tenya Ida yet.
Ida, yes. I need to do Ida.
Yeah.
Still.
Ponyta is the first one that comes to mind.
Ponyta or Zebrastraka are both contenders.
Yeah.
Or another
Mashiro,
metallic Pokemon that can move fast.
Yeah, Mashio or Jiro is another one. I'm just going to name them off and go back and talk more in depth. I've not done Kochi Koda, nor Sato, Shoji. Jiro, I know you have a few ideas. Shiro, Hanta Shiro. Toru is not done. Nor has Yaoyu Rozu Momo. So. But you were saying about Ida?
Yeah, Ida, because he's got engines in his legs, right?
Yeah.
So my thought was either give him like Ponyta, which is really fast, or Zebrastraka, who is really fast, or I could try to give him a Pokemon that like is mechanical in some way, that utilizes their mechanics for the sake of speed, so, like a steel type of some kind, steel electric, but also like he's also very practical and very organized. So I'm wondering if there's like a Pokemon that fits his nature as well that would work.
Yeah. Baka,
so like a personality.
Yeah. Baka, let's see here. Baka is saying for Hitsoni Shinzo with Jazzy for Hypno later, or Esper because purple and menacing appearance. So that is. That's from 2B, right? I think.
Oh, we're doing 2B now?
No, maybe talking about 2B. Let's see if that's who I think it is. I am trying to search, yeah. Yeah, that is the guy who looks like a villain, but is actually trying to be a hero.
Oh, he just looks really tired.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think it is. Like, yeah, he looks a little menacing, but it's probably because he just looks exhausted, man. Like, in my mind, he's like, he just needs a fucking nap.
People are suggesting to give him Ida a Varoom.
Varoom. Oh, that's one of the new ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like an engine.
Varoom Pokemon. Oh my god, yes. Hold on, let me just pull up the picture. Because this is, which gen is this from? I don't know which gen this Pokemon is from.
Generation 9.
Yeah, this is probably why I'm not aware of it. Also, this picture is so freaking small. Let me find a better one.
Ooh, it turns into like a full-on kind of hot rod later on.
It does. It's basically like a car, kind of. That's not bad. That's a pretty good contender. It's like a car.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can get a bigger picture on. Yep. Here's a picture of a room.
Yeah. I brought up a picture of room on the stream.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. See, yeah, this is the thing. I I'm pretty familiar with all the Pokemon up until about Gen 5, and then after this point, I start to lose track. So I've been trying to do my research and learn more about the new Pokemon, but it's a lot. There's like over 1,000, and I'm doing my darndest.
Scarlet and Violet.
I swear, I'm doing my darndest.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping up with Pokemon only because I don't want to go any further because I've had Pokemon in my collection since high school because I have Leaf Green and been transferring from like Gen up all the way to the current one with like Shining Diamond, and I don't want to go forward unless I take all my little kids with me.
He's like, I can't carry you all.
No.
No, I can no longer carry, especially with like how they make it so hard to transfer your Pokemon from game to game at this point. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes they do not let you, which is so sad because it's like you get attached to your Pokemon.
Exactly. And yes,
and then now you have to leave them.
And I have the full set up until they stop allowing me to have all my Pokemon in one game. But let's see here. We got some more suggestions coming our way. So we got the Vroom. Let's see. But yeah, I like the Drowsy though for Shinzo because that would be perfect with the Hypno side of things.
Yeah, that or there's
for Jiro though.
There's another like Pokemon that's similar to Drowsy from a later generation that like is kind of like breathing out smoke, I guess. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, continue. I'll think of it later.
Yeah, but it's more so about like the hypnosis side of things.
The hypnosis? Okay, Drowsy and would make sense then. Yes. Yeah. Please continue.
But let's see. For Jiro, Tara is saying Pokemon like Toxel or a Nolbat.
Nolbat, good. Like Nolbat.
Toxel looks like a full-on electric and kind of like all kinds of groovy. Which, okay, I can see it a little bit. I know the Pokemon you've been thinking about for a while is the ferret because of how it fully evolves to look like someone who could be in the lineup.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon. Galarian Zigzagoon.
Yeah, the Galarian one
specifically. Let me just pull up Galarian Zigzagoon.
I got you on this side.
I've got a specific picture I'll send to you to pull up because it shows everything at once.
Yeah, because
setting it to your Discord.
That right there, that cool kind of style.
There we go. Yeah, he turns into basically the guy from Kiss. So I thought it would be neat, but I mean maybe it doesn't fit the tone of her character as well. But I thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, she could even have a Jigglypuff too, though. Like.
Yeah, well. Her sing is more like the rock side of things.
There you go. Yeah, that's fair.
Lodum says Zigzagoon is one of their favorite Pokemons, and they are sad it evolves.
I love Zigzagoon as well. Zigzagoon is so cute. It's one of my favorites too. I like Ferret as well. That's a different chain, and they look very similar, but they are not.
True.
But I do also like Ferret, but Ferret is not what I would choose, I guess, in this case.
Mm-hmm. Nolbat is also the big one I keep seeing brought up.
Nolbat? Is that
Noibat? It's a Generation 6. They're the Soundwave Pokemon, which would match her power, actually.
Oh no, that's cute. That's true. Noibat is very cute.
I do like that one. That is.
Yeah, I kind of do. I do like that too. Oh, yeah.
For it is hyper cute, and I forgive Zigzagoon if it evolved into that. Yeah, Zigzagoon. Yeah.
Oh.
Get it. Yes, we hear. But that is adorable.
Ziggy.
Love that a lot.
Just think of like Zigzag and a raccoon.
Zigzagoon. Yep.
Yep, and that's probably why Lodum likes it because raccoons are one of Lodum's.
Yeah. But no, I'm actually trying to see the Nolbat.
The Nolbat, me too. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I pulled up Nolbat just to look at it a little more. Like, yeah, I see that. So yeah, I agree. Let's see. Gotta get these fingies. Doing fingies here, you guys. Maybe not that.
Now for Toru, you're suggesting the Baka's saying Kelsion? Isn't that a Eevee? Is it that? Kecleon? It sounds like an Eevee one.
Kecleon?
Kecleon. No, it's the chameleon.
That's the chameleon, right? The chameleon
that could work.
Pokemon?
That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah. Now that one doesn't evolve though.
Does it need to?
Maybe not. I guess it depends on like what the spirit of the series. Do they have to? If the Pokemon has to evolve when they grow with their Pokemon, then maybe I want to choose them with at least one evolution.
Well,
but
I mean, they also can become
that's not
better.
strictly required.
Yeah.
Huh? Not strictly required.
Yeah, and also should point out that its colors do match Toru's hair color when you actually can't see her.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm warming up to it for sure.
Yeah, because her hair is like a mix of green and yellows. That, especially if you have like some way to kind of like have her fading in and out.
So my question, because I'm not as familiar with her character, when is she actually able to be seen? Like, is there a time?
Yeah, she is
like,
able to be seen. I forget the actual instigation. I mean, her first full appearance was a picture that was used as a cover against the artist's wishes, which is her basically nude with a few like keep out tape across her. But
oh no,
yeah, they were not happy about that. But let's see. I can't remember. Maybe someone who actually. It's been so long, but I do remember that moment. We do get to see her face kind of shown. If it's got to evolve, then there's the Fungus and Amoongus, or whatever it's called, disguised as Pokeballs and whatnot. That's true.
Fungus, Amoongus.
I mean, it's better than Mr. Mime altogether.
I love that it's called Amoongus too, especially since we have the Among Us games now. I don't know if they intended it, but there it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that little dorp. That dork. The dorp.
This twerp.
The dorpy dork.
I don't know if I should have gone with this facial expression for him, but it's too late now.
The only thing I would probably suggest at this point for his face is have his eyes not look directly. And I see now with like the trying to get fully colored. Like move the pupils like a little bit, like looking away, like not at the viewer, but like a little bit off to the side.
Oh yeah, I can just, that's easy.
Yeah. Like it's not derpy enough. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna fix this one a bit. Yep, there we go. And that's better because he's looking at the Joltik now. Yay.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes is a tiny little change.
Yeah, that's perfect. I found out the trigger was during the final war, Toru absorbing Yuga's empowered light from his naval laser caused her ability to glitch, rendering her partially visible. So
she absorbed. I'm sorry. She absorbed a naval laser, and now she's visible
for a brief moment, like because her power is more so about controlling the power of light into kind of like in refraction.
Oh, okay.
And his whole thing is shooting light beams.
Fair enough. Okay, but then she's invisible later again.
Yeah, it's temporary.
Oh my god, just this. I can't even imagine how awful it must be to be invisible for your entire life. Like, doesn't that suck? Like,
yeah.
People constantly running into you, and you have to be like, "Hi, I'm here. Don't overlook me." Gets overlooked because you're invisible. Like, it's a curse. That's not a superpower. That's a curse.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we go. Here's some suggestions here. A spinnerack for Zero. Yes, I could totally see that. Yes, the tape boy, who is basically Spider-Man.
Yes, tape boy. Excellent. Spinnerack. Spinnerack is the green spider. Because then he would get Ariados, I think, as the evolution of that.
Lodom writing in, I would love to be invisible for my entire life. I'm constantly upset I am not an invisible first-person model. That other people
stop perceiving me.
that other people can see me upsets me every day.
I'm so sorry, Lodom. Oh, yeah.
Tara suggests for Sato, that would be the cook, Mr. Sugar Rush, to either give them a Milcree or a Swirlix. Any Pokemon based on a dessert would be work honestly. Agreed. I would personally go for, because it reminded me, Swirlix. That is
Swirlix. It's like a pink Pokemon that looks like it's got a tongue that's sticking out.
Yeah, it's the one that looks like ice cream, right? That's a
no. That's Vanillite. That's the vanilla one.
Yeah,
I think.
This is not a joke, though. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I know you're being partly serious there, Lodom.
Well, that's the secret. Lodom's jokes always have a bit of seriousness in them.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Yeah, Swirlix would be kind of perfect. The only thing I would worry about is that, like, his power is eating things and getting, like, the sugar rush from it to get stronger. So wouldn't that be, like, kind of, like, too tempting? Yeah.
Chomp, 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 chomp. Let me just look at Swirlix. So cute though.
The bird Yakuza
what about that?
game, yeah.
What about that apple dragon Pokemon?
Dragon.
What is that called? It's a newer one. Applin.
Applin?
Its final evolution is an apple pie dragon. Just saying. We're still running into this problem.
Cute. I kind of like that one in a bit because it's very sweet oriented.
Acute?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a Pokemon or are you talking about Appleton?
I'm saying it's cute. It's a cute choice.
There's also the Lychee Pokemon.
Yeah. Tara
there's the one that
Tara suggesting Milcree because its evolved form Alcremie can create whipped cream if I recall correctly. Okay. That's a bit more. That's gonna be helpful in the kitchen.
Yes, Alcremie. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's basically like a drip of milk to start out. So I don't know how I'm gonna draw that.
Yeah. Ojiro, I think it's a bit too easy to have like them get a Mankey personally. That's the martial artist with the tail.
There's several primate type Pokemon now, though. Like, it doesn't have to be Mankey.
But Mankey is also like Fighting Boy. Is the fighting Pokemon.
There are several primate.
It matches his colors too.
There are several, I'm telling you.
Okay, then you choose a better one. I think it would be kind of like a slam dunk with Mankey personally.
I mean, we could just, yeah, that's true. We don't ruin what's already good.
Yeah,
you could do
Munchlax for Sato would be a good route as well.
Yep,
I agree with
Munchlax is good for sure.
Yeah,
I found a picture of all the primates.
Ipom would also be pretty good for Jiro too. Mm-hmm, it probably look the contrast with a bit more purple in there would be kind of nice.
Yeah, Apom has a good evolution. There's also oh no, that one is not as good. There's the fire Chimchar? Yeah, Chimchar exists. But yeah, Mankey or Apom would be great picks, either of them. And sometimes it's like the obvious choice is the best choice.
Yeah. No, here's one thing I wanted to ask our audience to help settle a debate between the two of us, because we've often just argued over who Momo should use. I'm of the opinion it should be Farfetch, even though it doesn't evolve truly. I mean, it does have evolution now, but the fact that Farfetch does use like tools to fight, like Momo does with her how she creates them, to me makes sense.
I mean, don't know. Because what she's doing chemistry with her body, right?
I mean, she not the chemistry. She creates items if she knows the chemical components of them. So
Right. So you want a
effectively,
Pokemon that can like create things. There's a Pokemon that it's like it's Solosis, and it's just like a Pokemon that's a cell, and then it turns into more
I
cells.
know that's the one you've suggested is the cell.
That's my thought because it like it's creating a Pokemon that's like based on creation of stuff, but I don't know. Farfetch'd would also be
Arceus.
fun. Arceus for our students. Oh goodness. Oh good lord. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
allowed under the rules.
Yeah.
I don't think that's allowed.
Tara's in your corner for Solosis. I'm still thinking, some Pokemon uses tools that has a bit more. I mean, even a Crane, because her full family and character style is based off of a Crane as well.
Crane. Oh, so you want me to go like that way instead of powers? Like
I mean, that's what's kind
choose a like a regal bird almost.
Yeah. Shoji and Koda, the terrorist thing is gonna be the hardest ones. Soji,
Why do you say that?
well, Soji is the one that can like create limbs off themselves. They're also, you know, the only member of the class outside of Mina who looks like a total monster underneath their mask. And Koda's the one who can talk to animals and is a little sweetheart. Koda, I think, actually be kind of good for Bulbasaur, considering in the anime, Bulbasaur is the one that cares for other Pokemon.
That's true. We also did consider giving him Team Rocket's Meowth.
That or Chansey.
Or Chansey, yeah. Because we could talk to animals, which is cute as heck. The one that can the limbs.
Load him.
You could give him a Pokemon with many limbs.
Maybe.
Like a centipede Pokemon.
Lodum, are you suggesting we should give Ojiro Bulbasaur just because and have him be confused why everyone says it doesn't fit him? Like, just pick the wrong Pokemon?
On purpose?
You know what? That I can kind of see. Lodum is saying, give Momo a Ditto. That makes some sense.
Ditto makes sense, yes. Ditto makes sense.
Because Ditto can be anything, and she can make anything.
That's true. Although it's copying. Ditto copies. That's the thing. Ditto needs to see something to copy it.
And she needs to
know the formula? Yeah. That's true. Momo has been hard for me. I was going to do her sooner, but as you can tell, we've had some contention trying to figure out what the best Pokemon is for her. So, I'm working on that.
That's true. Ditto probably would make more sense for Monoma from class 1B.
Right. See, that's another thing. It is like, oh, this Pokemon could fit them, but it would be a better fit for somebody else. Well, then I better save it for that person. So that's the other.
Shoji Machop for Machop later.
Yeah.
That could work.
Machamp
that
does
could
get
work,
more
yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Toga would be better for Ditto. Yeah, we chose Mimikyu for Toga.
Oh yeah, I can pull that up.
I love that one.
Where is it? This one we chose, and then we made the Mimikyu look like Uraraka because
love that.
Mimikyu is a Pokemon that changes its appearance in order to be loved. So it frequently is seen as a Pikachu because everybody loves Pikachu, and Pikachu's the mascot character. But the fandom has decided that it's not outlandish for a Mimikyu to take on the form of another Pokemon if it wants to. So running with that, I'm like, well, why wouldn't it look like Uraraka, for instance? So that's the reasoning. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Back to this.
Every person who catches on to what's going on, especially if they're a Toga fan, almost buys that. It gets a copy instantly. It's like, yeah, they love it. They appreciate it.
Yeah, they know the truth. The pain.
Yeah, Ditto with Monoma would probably be better for that. Oh. Momo Yorazu.
Okay.
Oh, what's the name of that Pokemon that uses? Hang on.
That does not narrow it down
I
at all
know.
for me.
I'm speaking out loud.
I cannot help you here with this.
Give Momo a Timber.
Timber, huh? Let's see.
Yeah,
Timber is
they literally build stuff.
They do. And they're carrying all kinds of. It'll be a Conkeldurr at the end of this.
Yeah.
They're like construction Pokemon.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
It'd be interesting because you got this typically majestic. I mean, she comes from upper class kind of hero, paired off with a tough looking little guy. I mean, what's not to learn?
With a blue collar work.
Honestly, yeah, I know exactly what that implies, but hey.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I just I hear what you're going. I hear what you're saying. See what you're saying. I smell what you're cooking. But it is getting close to 9, so I probably should.
Well, before you do that,
pause somewhere.
Yeah, you did the pause. I didn't know we announced this earlier, but just show Baka who you gave for Tokiyami. Don't say who it is. Tokiyami. Because they wrote in, is our edgelord bird boy getting Murkrow? Ha ha. Bring it up. Bring it up.
I mean, it's done. It's already done. That one's done. That one's done, my dude.
That one's been done for a while.
That one's been done. Yep. I did do that. It just was kind of. Yeah. It had to be,
let's go. Haha, they right.
Yeah, it had to be done. Yeah, it just.
It really did. It really did.
It was kind of a no-brainer to give him a Murkrow. I was like, should I give him something else? I'm like, no, that one's perfect. And then he gets a really cool Honchkrow.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just gets to be basically like a mafia lord by the end of this. Like, come on, man. How cool would that be for him? He's got that vibe. He'll that's a good vibe. I think he'll work.
But yeah, zoom out a bit. See where you got to.
Oh yeah. I started with a sketch, and now I'm working on the shading portions.
Looks pretty damn good.
I can finish this. I don't know. I don't know if I should wait until next stream to finish this one though. Like, I could just pause and pick up next time on this and finish it during stream.
It's really up to you whether you want to finish this on stream or not. I mean, if you do finish it off stream, we'll just I would suggest showing the final product at the next stream.
Yeah, of course.
But if you want to pick it back up and do it next time, that works too.
You might, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just the guy controlling the board. You're the host. You're the artiste. You're the Bob Ross here.
I mean, honestly, it would be very quiet if it wasn't for you, because I was focusing on all my.
You talked a bit. See, this is where I kind of like the dynamic, because so often it's just we're playing games and I'm more focused on the game and you're talking to the chat, so it's kind of a nice reversal of the situation, the sitch.
Of the sitch. Oh my god. Yeah, the Denki kind of looks a little flat right now. But once I get the highlights in there too, and a little more shading work and some glow with the lightning, it'll start to really pop a little bit more than it does.
Yeah, honestly, from what I can tell me, the people out there watching still can vouch for me on this. But it looks pretty damn finished as is. I know you can make it better.
It's not even close.
Let me finish.
Because then I also color the line art.
Let me finish. That's the point. I know that's a crazy thing. You're going to make this look even better.
Oh.
It looks pretty good to begin with, is what I'm trying to get at.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and yes, Baka. The spitballing early will definitely help later on. We'll probably bring it up more as we go
Yeah,
along.
yeah. I mean, we might be able to do more based on the suggestions that people have made too. So it's definitely helpful. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
But you're right. It is probably time to go and end things. I'm also going to realize my camera's starting to have a bit of a delay, so before that gets any worse. Uh,
Hmm.
oh no. You've been pretty much fine as far
Ooh.
as I can tell.
The
Yeah.
Discord has not
Do you,
failed me yet.
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 Well,
Yet.
do you want to tell our lovely people out there, for the recording's sake, about the con we're going to be at this coming weekend?
Yeah. We're gonna be at Con Alt Delete in Chicago. I think it's at the Donald Stevens Convention Center. I cannot remember. I will check. Um,
I got you.
I'm checking now. Yeah, and that's gonna be the 20th through the 22nd. Con Alt Delete. Um, let's see. They've got a pretty nice like cheap entry fee, so you can get in pretty easily. I think badges like start at $30 to get in. But anyway, that's our last convention of the year. After that, I'm done for now until next year. I've got planned at least 7, perhaps closer to 14. It depends, somewhere in that number for next year. Trying to stick mostly to the Chicago area, but eventually I'll be able to maybe branch out a little bit further at these conventions.
And
I'll
make
be making my
sure
blue.
to
Mhm.
keep hanging out on these streams, because we both going to announce
Oh
things ahead
yeah,
of time
sure.
on your new drawing show. Yay!
That's yeah, my new drawing show. I finally started it. By popular demand and request, I have started the drawing show, and by my husband's insistence, I have started the drawing show. Here it is. But yeah, so this is going to be every other week. I think this is going to be rotating alongside Graveyard Gush. Is that right? So
I'm thinking, yeah,
it's
we'll probably shift around
maybe
a
yeah,
few things in the new year, because
something like that.
I know I want to look into doing Creature Creator on stream
Mhm.
too. Basically,
Yeah.
until I'm able to start doing pre-recorded stuff again. I just want to make sure all the
Mhm.
shows that people love and come to this channel for are still able to go and like enjoy that content. It would be up to the power I would like to have it be, but you at least get something. And
Yeah.
to have that alongside such shows like yours with delightful drawings and all that's be cool. A nice variety, a nice series of good streams.
Hmm.
Seeing cool art.
Be fun. Yay. And then, of course, we have Haunted Hangouts, which is a staple, but that's probably going to stay on Thursdays, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure if I'll keep up with the Amazing Adventures for now. After we get done with Halo, I might uh, table that for later, just to kind of like give more breathing room to the other shows and not have too many
that's
video
fair.
game streams. But to also answer your question about where this is going to be, it's going to be over at the Hyatt Regency over by
Ah,
O'Hare in Chicago,
thank you.
and
Yes. Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. I've been to cons at this place before. It's a nice con to go for one day if you're in the area, but we're gonna be in the vendor hall right
Hmm.
next to the lobby, and Wild Bill's gonna be there. They have great soda.
Oh, good. Yeah, Wild Bill. Thank God. We're going to get Wild Bill soda. I cannot wait.
We're not
Yes, we're going
we're,
to be drinking that soda all weekend.
we're not sponsored, but we have like their branded like mugs. If you buy
We
one,
do.
you get like
Well,
refills for like, the
yeah.
entire weekend. After it was like $5 for the whole weekend.
Yeah, like it's great. We get we have they're great like steins that we just bring to every fan expo we go to, and we're like,
Yeah,
"Where's Wild Bill's? We're gonna get our soda." And we just like I
we live off of it. That's our caffeine for the
live on
weekend.
yeah that water and Wild Bill's when I'm at any fan expo, and I'm going to 2 next year: Fan Expo Cleveland and Fan Expo Chicago. So if you're planning on attending one of those, you might see me in the artist alley there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be. I'm thinking I might try to release my convention schedule in the new year, but pending updates, because we have to wait for people to get back to me um, with the applications for conventions. Because some you can apply ahead of time, but then they have to like screen everybody, and then they tell you if you're in or not. So yeah, well, please look forward to it.
Please do. Come say hi. We get
Please
lonely.
look forward to it. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just sitting there, like, behind a booth, like, just and then he just like needles me all day. Come on, I need.
Like, oh my
help me.
gosh,
Like,
it's the worst. I just spent hours trapped in a booth with my wife.
No.
Oh no, my best friend, the one I love. God. Oh.
We got nice chairs now. We have little stools. I can actually see above my booth now.
We do. But we probably should get going. We've kind of rambled enough as it is.
Yeah, I have work tomorrow. I have to sleep.
Yeah. So that's all said. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the socials down below. They have all the links to both Jade's store, to my social stuff. I'm hoping in the new year to get more talkative and put more stuff out on Instagram as well. And yeah, that's a good place to find all the various news. And if you don't, that's okay. To those who actually joined us today that I've seen in the chat, thank you to Tara, Baka, Og, Mochi, Lodum, Chris, for all just chatting things up. I think we had Taylor in there for a little bit. MD is another thing. Yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out.
And King was here too for a bit.
Were they?
Yeah, they popped in at the beginning.
How did I miss that?
I said hi twice.
And King didn't say anything.
I thought they did. Anyway, maybe I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure N King popped in for a little minute, but.
Yeah, no, it was MD I said, but...
MD? Maybe I thought it was N King. Sorry.
Yeah. No, N King's been a long time viewer. Anyway, if you're lurking, we love you too.
Yes.
If you watched this far in, if you've not done any of this stuff I've mentioned before, at the very least subscribe to this channel so you can tune into more of these shows. And also shout out to my Patreons, Wally, Asra, Moody, Ludum, Adi, and Phantom Ghoul. Whew. That's a pilot episode in the can. We did it! Woo! Bye now!
Yeah. Bye. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time.